This time on Irish Pickers, the boys head north in search of boats.
I'm a king! Woo!
And bargains.
What's the best you'll do on this? What's the best you'll do on this? Thanks very much.
At a busy auction in Cavan, Ian has his eyes on two pieces of Irish sporting history.
We have to get both of these. These are money in the bank.
And at a thatched house in Tyrone, Butsy bites off more than he can chew. Top Dublin dealer Ian Dowling trades in the history of the Emerald Isle.
I'm on the road with my best mate, exploring every inch of this country to find the antiques that tell the stories of Ireland. I like to look at these doors, man. That's a nice piece of history right there.
With the help of his team, Ian turns picks
1,000 wouldn't do it for you. Shake it 16.
into profit.
750 for the whole collection. I'll let you have them for 18.
925, come on, man.
Ali's the brains of the operation.
I need you to head towards the Ring of Kerry.
Butsy's the muscle.
Yabba dabba doo!
And Vinny's the experience.
The early bird catches the worm.
We are historical treasure hunters, and together we make an amazing team.
At Mulligan's HQ, it's packing day for the team. And Butsy's on bubble wrap duty, under the watchful eyes, paws and teeth of an enthusiastic Max.
Lads, I'm on the phone here.
Max, Ian's on the phone. Relax.
No, cool. Okay, no props. Right, Derek, we'll see you then, okay? Butsy, leave that package. We're going to head up north.
Where?
Belfast. There's a guy who runs a boat tour company just on the Lagan, and he's got a whole load of Harland Wolff memorabilia.
Cool, so what are we waiting for?
Let's do it.
That's great, guys, no problem. So you find your own picks now and leave me with the wrapping.
Come on, Butsy, let's bounce. Let's go.
The boys hit the road north, heading for Belfast and the Lagan Boat Company.
Hey, maybe we could take the boat tour over there, like.
Man, I like my feet firmly on the ground, to be honest with you. No heights, no deep water.
Belfast, for generations a city divided. But with peace has come a happy boom in business, tourism and culture. Once a world leader in shipbuilding, the city's biggest boatyard, Harland Wolff, was founded in 1861 and was the birthplace of history's most infamous ocean liner, RMS Titanic. But Ian hopes his voyage to some profitable picks is plain sailing today.
Nice looking fish, isn't it, Ian?
Ah, she's a good looking one,
Yeah,
all right.
would you give it a kiss? It's meant to be lucky to kiss a fish.
Is it meant to be lucky?
Honest to God.
I'll do anything for a bit of luck. Come here. Hope you enjoyed that now.
Yeah.
Hopefully that brings me a bit of luck.
You got right up in it there, Ian, didn't you?
I did, I got it
Yeah.
by the cheeks. A big old smacker.
The boys are heading to what most people think is just a boat trip ticket office. But Ian has discovered it also contains a treasure trove of maritime memorabilia.
Have a look around. If you see anything you like or you want to talk about, let me know.
The business is run by local Harland and Wolff expert Derek Booker.
Titanic is an icon all around the world. Many famous boats come out of Harland Wolff. Of course, Titanic became the famous because it was lost on its maiden voyage.
There's a big Irish-American demand for Titanic memorabilia. But with a lot of it on the market, Ian is looking for standout pieces. And he soon discovers a Harland & Wolff departures board that was used to plan the sea and air travel of the company's top brass.
This was used daily to schedule crossings from Belfast to Liverpool and so forth. It's not hugely old, 1950s, maybe 1940s, but it's an original piece of Harland & Wolff memorabilia. There's something in the back here. Main office is Queen's Yard. Hall Porter's office. Harland & Wolff had 2 yards. There was the North Yard and the Queen's Yard. Can't get much better than that, can you?
No, you can't.
Hey man, this will sell really, really well. The first deal I like to not go in too hard in terms of negotiation. What's the best you'll do on this, Derek?
I think we need about 150 for that.
150? All right, deal. We'll take that, yeah, I love that. Yeah.
The writing on the back makes it.
It does, yeah. I 100% know where this is going. I have a client who's interested in all things Belfast. I'm not going to let that go for anything less than €750.
Ian's first deal of the day is in the bag. The boys continue exploring the contents of the shop, and Butsy's beady eye falls on a likely prospect.
Ian, there's lovely lights over here.
Oh yeah? It's Harland & Wolff, red glass, lights up beautifully, an absolute beautiful piece. It has to be this one that's lit up though, man. That's the one that's going to sell much better. You don't have to be interested in nautical items and maritime history to have an interest in this.
That's an engine room light. I would say it's 1950s.
How much wiggle room on each of these?
£100. We could do that one there for £80 for you.
Would you do 80 for the one with the one that's ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Lovely. Thanks very much. Thank you very
problem.
much. This red lamp is going to light up the corner of a client's pub, and I can see it giving a Titanic engine room effect beautifully. I won't be selling that for anything less than €200.
You spotted something else there, Ian?
This Ireland overnight poster, what's the story behind that one?
That boat was my father's boat. He was the chef on it. My father worked on one of the ferries, sailing to England and back, so I used to travel on it all the time when I was young.
Oh, British Railways actually ran it, did they? They own it, did
Yeah, they owned it, and
Yeah.
all the other ferries in Britain too. They ran all the ports, they ran the trains. So that sailed from right outside the door here.
This poster really managed to kind of sell a bit of an atmosphere, you know, like it was a nighttime cruise of some kind. But really, in reality, that crossing was the one that actually brought livestock over from Ireland to the UK.
The boat would dock in Heysham, which is only a few miles from Blackpool. That's where I got my first kiss.
Turned out to Derek that it was actually quite a romantic trip because he got his first kiss out of it over in Blackpool.
When did you have your first kiss, Ian?
Down in Courtown, man, at age 12. What about you, Pussy, or do we want to know? That personal story just really helps sell the picture to me. It's that extra backstory, I guess, that I really love to have in everything that I buy. What are we talking? Would it have been
Well,
like
60 quid.
60 quid? Could I take this off you for 50?
Yeah.
Would that be a deal, yeah?
Yeah.
The frame alone is worth that. And again, this is a cinema-sized poster. I've never seen it before. It's an absolute treasure. That will sell all day long for about 150 quid. Another thing I really liked the look of, I spotted it quite early on, was a nice porthole, but it was turned into a mirror. There was a mirror centre to it. This is really more decorative, really, than anything, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Very cool, though, eh? Not particularly old, but just buckets of character. You stick this thing in your bathroom and it looks the absolute business. What's the best you'll do on this, Derek?
180.
180. I actually would have been happy to take it at 180, but I need to get the best margin I can out of every single item that I buy here today. A little bit better than that, would you?
150.
150, sound. Deal.
Okay.
He accepted. Happy days.
I swear this picture makes me look better, do you know that?
Wouldn't be that difficult, would it?
Hidden away in another part of the shop is an intriguing collection of small wooden tokens.
What are these little things here?
They're Harland Wolff original time boards. See the number? The first part of the number tells you the trade, the second is the man's name.
Right.
You got this the day you started. If you didn't leave it on night, you didn't get any pay.
You didn't get paid.
At the height of its success, Harland Wolff employed 35,000 workers. Each of them was tracked throughout their working day by one of these uniquely numbered time boards.
First two digits of each number represented a particular department within Harland Wolff. These were the smallest items in the shop, and to be honest with you, they're the most historically significant.
Your board was for everything. If you wanted to borrow tools, you showed the board.
Harland Wolff gave you 7 minutes a day to use the toilet, and you had to use these things every time you went. If you went over 7 minutes, it was docked out of your pay. So there'd be no time for reading the paper.
If you knew the amount of people come in here and said, do you have number 67815? My grandfather, that was his name.
Oh, right,
Because it was
God,
built
that's
into
mad.
their head, they knew it.
I guess it's just the fact that they were so important. I love these. They would have guarded these with their life.
The saying was, no board, no pay.
Coming up, can Ian find his sea legs in Belfast?
He's had a bit of a traumatic experience on a boat before.
Life jackets are in here, are they?
And at an auction in Cavan, could there be a rival for Ian's lots?
I had this sense, to be honest, this bad feeling that there was someone lurking in the room.
At Belfast's Lagan Boat Company, Irish picker Ian Dowling is dipping into Derek Booker's stockpile of Irish nautical history. Harland Wolff was the boatyard that built Titanic, so an intriguing collection of employee time boards Ian has found will have special significance for maritime collectors.
They would have been in Harland Wolff from the very beginning.
So does that mean then some of these could have been owned by people that were working on Titanic? Would that be right?
Oh yeah.
What would be the best you do on 5 of these?
I would say we could 15 each.
So 5 would cost 75. Would you do 8 for 100?
I will do. I will
Yeah,
do.
thanks, Derek. Deal done. I'm going to get Addy to research these now and see what kind of trades they're linked to. If they're nicely framed, get a couple of pictures of the Harland Wolff shipyard, a nice little brass plate, really nicely presented. Once I've done that, I'm going to sell them for 100 quid each, and that's 700 quid profit.
Today, Ian has done some top deals. But before he leaves Belfast, he has one last thing to do.
There's a boat trip, Titanic tour around the harbour, leaving in about 3 or 4 minutes. It'll give you a good idea about the harbour, the life down there.
I'm not a big fan of boats myself now. I don't have me.
It's not going to happen again, is it?
Yeah, I can see your thing here. She was all right when she left here.
That's right, and so she was. We didn't drive it into the iceberg.
Yeah, all right, man. Hopefully it's not Titanic Part 2 anyway.
Are you all right? You're not going to have a panic attack on this or anything like that, are you?
No, it looks fairly plain sailing, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's a little bit choppy though. You sure your legs will be able for it? He's had a bit of a traumatic experience on a boat before. Looking forward to having fun with that, yeah. A poop deck, that always makes me laugh. Here we go in, huh?
Yeah, here we go.
You ready?
Yep.
You're not getting frightened, no?
Life jackets are in here, are they? What's the skeletons thing about?
Don't know, there's 2 there. It could be you and me.
The shipyard was established by German-born engineer Gustav Wilhelm Wolff and British shipbuilder Edward James Harland. And this ground is where Harland Wolff actually started up.
Right there?
Yeah, this green patch here.
So that's Samson and Goliath over there, in.
Goliath was constructed in 1969 and Samson in 1974.
I'm pretty proud to know that, like, all them Irish people built all these ships.
We saw some seals out there. You don't even notice them. They look like rocks,
No,
don't
they
they?
do, don't they?
They looked pretty chilled out over there. Yeah, they were just taking a handy.
That's where Jack would have said he was king of the world in, isn't it?
With all this talk of Titanic and Harland and Wolff, Butsy got a bit carried away.
I'm a king of the world! Woo! Woo!
Back at Mulligan's, lunch is interrupted by a special delivery from Ian.
Oh, speak of the devil.
I can see the Statue of Liberty, Butsy.
Yeah, I can see a P45 from here. You better start going out and buying some stock.
Man, overboard.
Leo DiCaprio, eat your heart out. Butts DiCaprio.
Back on dry land,
Oh, that wasn't so bad, Ian, was it?
No, it wasn't actually. I think I'm getting my sea legs back again. How's it going, Derek? You all right?
Ah, he's back. You made it. You're back.
We did indeed, yeah.
after navigating his way around Derek's nautical treasures, Ian spent £530 on 5 items that could land him a €1,620 profit south of the border.
I'm absolutely thrilled with today. We came here for Harland and Wolff memorabilia. Not only did we get great pieces, but we've got them at great prices.
Well, here's a little token from us. Sold all over the world, a registered trademark. She was all right when she left here.
Oh, very good.
You're welcome in the north anytime.
I definitely know where to come if I'm looking for anything related to Harland and Wolff or Belfast shipbuilding past. I mean, this is it.
As the boys say goodbye to Belfast, back in Dublin, Vintage Vinny and Max are taking their daily constitutional. And at the office above Mulligan's, Ali is curious to know how the lads have been getting on up north.
Hey, Ali, how's things?
So are you guys heading back to Dublin?
No, we think we're going to stay up north for another couple of days.
Okay.
There's an auction I want to go to in Cavan today, so we're going to pop across the border. But it'd be great if you could find us another pick-up here tomorrow.
Yeah, that's no problem. I'll find you something and then I'm going to send it to you later, okay?
That sounds great. Thanks a million, Ali.
Ian and Butsy are heading 90 miles southwest of Belfast to Victor Mee's auction house in Cloverhill, County Cavan. Cavan is known as the Lakeland County and was formerly the Gaelic kingdom of East Breffni, ruled over for centuries by the O'Reilly clan.
So you know that expression, living the life of O'Reilly?
Yeah.
That comes from the O'Reillys in Cavan because they had so much wealth and power.
Really?
Yeah.
I always wondered why people said that.
I know, yeah.
I bet the O'Reillys were some crack. They said you threw some pretty wild parties in
I'd
the
say
day.
they did, man. I'd say they knew how to live all right.
Cavan, where the crack is, living the life of O'Reilly here 24/7.
That's it.
Victor Mee is one of Ireland's leading auction houses, and Ian is feeling that familiar sales day excitement.
Oh, there's loads of stuff in here, it's deadly.
Yeah, you're going to enjoy this, man. This is going to be a good day, I can tell. I've always loved the buzz of the auction room. I love the anticipation. What's great about coming to country auctions is, firstly, it's not in Dublin. Dublin auctions are a lot more competitive, more dealers, more collectors. What I noticed is you'd go down to auction rooms and you'll have people who just stare at you because, I mean, you're maybe a bit different, a bit younger, a little bit different from most of the people in the room. And particularly if you're going down and you're outbidding people, think, who's this lad from the city?
Here, Ian, I got your catalogue.
Oh, look, check this out. They've got the original turnstiles from Croke Park. 1914. We're talking a proper piece of history right there.
Since 1913, Croke Park has been the venue for All-Ireland football and hurling finals. Even today, these games attract huge crowds from all over the country.
Every town, every village, every county in Ireland wants their team to make it to Croke Park on All-Ireland final day. Let's go look outside.
Yeah.
They must be out there. Here they are.
Look at them.
Yeah. Absolute beauties, aren't they?
Yeah.
The stories these things could tell, you know, father and son going to their first game. I love the green paint and everything as well. If you have an appreciation for Irish culture, the GAA, this is a must-have. They look absolutely identical, don't they?
You do, yeah, yeah.
But the foundry is in two different places. These are made by Tellison & Co., Manchester. This one's Inchicore, Conway. We need to leave with both of these today.
No better man, Ian.
To be honest, if we don't get anything else, I don't mind. We have to get both of these. These are money in the bank. They're just at all costs. And if we're going to leave at one, it's going to be the Dublin one, isn't it?
Has to be.
Has to be.
Has to be.
The guide is 1,500. And I'm thinking I might have to pay two to get one. Absolutely buzzing about that, man. You have to get those turnstiles.
Oh, man, check these out.
Yeah.
I'm going to give Debbie a shot.
You're going to give Debbie a ride, eh?
Thanks, will I do a wheelie for you, will I?
Digger's my favourite. Digger's the one. Digger's the one for me.
There you go, Ian.
Nice one. I used to love going to the fairground and the seaside in the summer. Waltzers and the two-piece slots and all that. Definitely going to get Digger here. There's 13 of these fairground rides here. They're all separate lots, but I'm only interested in Digger.
Cool ride, man.
All right, cool. Deadly, man. We're going to do well here today. I've got a good feeling.
Today's auction is chock-a-block with all sorts of quirky objects.
19th century tea dispenser. It's nice though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the front though.
You're going to paint it up, aren't you?
No, just leave it as it is. I think it looks great.
Following its introduction to Ireland in the 18th century, tea became a massively popular drink. And by the mid-19th century, it was a regular tipple in Irish homes across all classes.
That's going home with you, Ian, is it?
Well, yeah. Give that a bash anyway. The guide on that's 150 to 250. See these?
Next, Ian's eye is arrested by a collection of 19th century handcuffs.
So these were called Irish 8s.
Yeah.
They were made by a British company called Hyatt. In Ireland, they were used for the Republican prisoners. Like, there's no give on them. The same company they used to make slavery restraints, like leg, ankle restraints. Yeah, this company Hyatt. Yeah. So kind of a checkered past. So this is the star of the show over here, man.
The star lot in today's auction is this copy of the Proclamation of the Irish Republic. It was printed in 1917 to mark the first anniversary of the Easter Rising.
This is one of only 3 known, as many did not survive due to the fragile paper they were printed on.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's guiding 10 to 20k. I think it's the most expensive lot in the auction.
The guide price is too high for Ian, but he soon spots another piece of history that offers better value. It's a 19th century print embroidered with the words Éireann go bragh, or Ireland forever.
God Save Ireland was an Irish rebellion song that first featured in the Nation newspaper following the execution of the Manchester martyrs in 1867. It became the unofficial national anthem for the Irish nationalist movement. This is an iconic piece, and for that reason, it's always going to be collectible.
You going to try?
Yeah, 100%. I have it marked there. To be honest, I have so much stuff marked here now, I'm kind of worried I might get distracted and lose these turnstiles.
The auction gets underway.
Okay, so lot 1, I'm bid 20 for it, 20 bid for that lot there, 20 I'm bid. Anybody after 10 for the magazines? Nobody read anymore.
It's not as busy as I thought it was going to be, but can't be filled by that. There's a lot of bidders waiting online and lurking on the phone lines.
4,000 bid, 4,400. At 4,800 now again the phone.
I've got to be careful I don't get caught up in auction fever here, you know.
All done now at 6,000.
Ian's first lot comes under the hammer, and he's hoping to lock up an early auction day victory.
2 pairs of 19th century RIC handcuffs there. What will we get for them? I'm bid 80 for the 2 anyway. 80 bid for that lot. 80 bid, 80 and bid. At 90 at the back of the room, 90 bid, 90 bid. All done. Selling at the back of the room at 90. 590.
I have a military collector that I think will be really interested in these. He doesn't have a pair, and I think I'm going to try him first.
The collection of 13 fairground rides are next, and Ian's facing stiff competition. They're being sold as individual lots, so Ian will need to keep his powder dry until Digger comes up for sale.
Bid 4 at 450. All done now at 450. How many do you want? Yeah, that's great with me. Thank you very much.
In one fell swoop, the entire collection of fairground motorbikes is sold. Debbie and Digger are gone, and Ian is left empty-handed.
I have no idea what's just happened there. My whole approach is really just to hang back, swoop in, grab Digger, happy days, take him home for a nice price. But that didn't work out at all. Just in the blink of an eye, the auctioneer said, "Do you fancy them all at 450? And the answer was yes, and that was it, his end game.
Coming up, will Ian crash and burn in Cavan?
After a couple of disappointments already, I was starting to really worry.
And in Tyrone, Butsy bags a bathroom break.
I'll leave you to it, all right?
Oi! Close the door.
At Victor Mee's auction house in Cavan, top dealer Ian Dowling is bidding for authentic Irish memorabilia.
90 bid.
Since he bagged a pair of handcuffs early on,
Selling at the back of the room at 90.
it's been slim pickings.
You've got seconds to think. You know, if you hesitate, the hammer can go down and it's gone.
A lot that appealed to Ian earlier is about to go under the hammer. It's the hand-embroidered God Save Ireland print, and Ian is determined to take it home.
Really nice item, it looks fantastic, anybody could appreciate it. A lovely decorative piece with a huge amount of history.
150 bid. 150, 160, 160, 170, 180, 180 bid again, 180, 180 bid. 200, 200 at the back of the room. Anybody after 200 for it? Way at the back of the room, make no mistake.
Nice one, Ian.
Once I got that embroidery print, everything started changing.
Next up is the antique commercial tea dispenser Ian spotted earlier.
19th century metal tea dispenser there.
What I love about the 19th century tea dispenser is that basically it looks like a cash register for tea. This tea dispenser has got to be rare. Tea only arrived into Ireland in the mid-18th century.
I'm bid 100 straight in here with me. 100, 110, 110, 120, 130, 140, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200 at the back, 200, 200 at the back of the room. Now make no mistake. All done. Last call at 200. Well done. Good lot.
Awesome. 500. That's the tea dispenser thing.
Yeah, happy days. For anybody who's looking to decorate an authentic Irish pub, this is a must-have. I do a lot of Irish pub fit-outs, so this will go as part of a package for €500.
The headline lot is up next. A rare copy of the Irish Proclamation, printed in 1917. Although he's not bidding, Ian's curious to see how much it will go for.
Extremely rare proclamation printed in 1917.
This is the big one. Star attraction.
What will we get for it now? Start me off at 10,000.
Go for it, Ian.
6,000. 11,000. 11,000 bid now. 11,500. 12,000 at 12,500. 12,500 bid now. 13,000 now. 13,000. 13,500. 13,500. 14,000 now. 14,000. 14,500. 14,500 now at 14,500. Selling for the last time. All done now. All done at 14,500.
At €14,500, it's a fair price for something so historically significant.
20 for that one. 20 bid. 20 bid for the gramophone.
With over 700 lots on sale today, Ian's had an anxious wait for the 1914 Croke Park turnstiles he prizes above all.
50, 60, 70, 80.
The next is the big one. The next one's the turnstile.
We have the cast iron turnstile from Croke Park, Dublin, 1914, stamped J.H. Conway and Son, Inchicore, Dublin, in original green paint. What do we get for that lot there?
You look a bit frazzled. Just try and relax.
Start me at 1,500, Fred. 1,500, start me at 1,200, 1,000 for it. 500 bid for it anyway, 500 bid.
The bidding starts low.
600, 600 bid, 700, 700 bid now. 800 at the back of the room, 800, 900, 900, 1,000.
But competition is fierce and bidding quickly accelerates.
1,200, 1,300, 1,400.
I had this sense, to be honest, this bad feeling that there was someone lurking in the room that was going to take it to me.
At the back of the room at 1,400, all done. At the back of the room at 1,400, well done.
Hammer went down at 14 and I was just like a relief.
Sweet man. Happy days.
A couple of seconds later, it was just a case of getting a second one.
500 again, bid again, 500, 500, 500 bid for that one, 600, 700, 1,000 bid, 1,100, at 1,100, at the back of the room at 1,100, all done, last call, anybody else at 1,100.
The hammer went down at 11, 2.5 for the pair. And to be honest with you, I was prepared to go to 2 for 1.
Ken, you saw and you conquered, you know?
Yeah, man.
Same bar, well done.
With the turnstiles secured, Ian has spent €2,990 on 4 lots at auction and expects to make a profit of around €2,700.
I thought this was going to be one of the bad days where I wish I had more money in my pocket. You know, that's what I thought I was facing today. But in fact, I've got the turnstiles, the RIC handcuffs, I've got the tea dispenser, and I've got the embroidery from 1890. I mean, just job well done.
The boys have taken a good haul at today's auction and everything is packed and ready to go. Well, almost everything.
Oh man, do you reckon we'll get these into the Jeep?
You can always try in.
Ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Actually, hang on a second.
Yeah.
We'll get a van or something.
Yeah, we get a courier, will we?
I've already done my back in. Be all right for a few days, won't they?
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah, let's get a courier. Oh man, after all that excitement, I'm ready for bed.
Next morning, Ali makes good on her promise to find them another pick in Ulster.
How are you, Ali? How's things?
Really good. I found you a really interesting lead near Stewartstown in County Tyrone. His name's Martin Armour. He's a collector of Irish country antiques and he's built a brand new home in like the style of a traditional 19th century house.
I like the sound of that already, Ali.
He's after sourcing a load of salvage materials to try and make his house as authentic as possible. It looks like a real step back in time.
Well, like a labourer, love building this house. I mean, do you reckon he want to part or anything?
From the pictures I have here, he's absolutely loads of antiques, so I'm sure you'll be able to get him to part with something.
Perfect.
I'm going to message you the details now, all right?
Cheers, Ali.
Good luck, lads.
Your man Martin's got a nice thatched cottage. What kind of gaff would you like? If you could pick anywhere, any kind of historic home.
JFK's old gaff, he had a house in New Ross, didn't he?
He did, man. The old ancestral home. It's not a bad show.
What about you?
What's the name of the place the president lives again? Where's the nuke on?
Aim high, Ian, eh?
Go big or go home.
Ian and Butsy travelled 60 miles north back across the border into County Tyrone. Hugging the shore of Lough Neagh, Tyrone was once a kingdom in its own right. Ruled by the O'Neill clan until its lands were parcelled out to Scots and English settlers in the 15th and 16th centuries.
What is this here?
This looks like it, man.
God, that's not only 2 years old, is it?
Yeah, that's what Ali says. It looks the part, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Hiya.
How are you? I'm Ian.
How
you doing?
Nice to meet you.
I'm Grania.
Grania, lovely to meet you, Ian. Ali was saying this is only a couple of years old, this house. Trying to figure it out. We were thinking that she must have made a mistake.
I thought she was having us on.
Yeah.
It's 27 months, that's from start to finish, so this was just a feel. Everything's from scratch. It creates conversation.
Yeah.
It took a while, it's a labour of love.
It's well worth it. I wouldn't mind a place like this myself.
Martin Armour has worked long and hard over the last 3 years to build this replica of a 19th century Irish thatched house. That's a returning emigrant's dream.
I lived over in England, always had in my head that I wanted a thatch, but the thatch needed to be at home.
The house is packed with authentic 19th and early 20th century antiques.
Trying to capture everything that's been around the countryside and bring it into one place, as sort of a museum place for all these items.
Supporting him all the way through his ambitious project, Martin's partner, Grania.
He telling people at the start what exactly he was built, and everybody thought he was completely bonkers, that he'd came home from England and lost the plot. Every detail from what he said day one I met him, down to the way the windows would be, to the door handles, to everything. He just had it all in his head of what way it was going to turn out.
There's no compromise with the detail. Everything has to be exactly how it has to be.
I can't believe this house isn't at least 100, 150 years old. It really, really looks the part.
Martin is always looking to refresh his collection, so anything he sells today won't be missed.
The house will always get what it needs and it'll keep improving. But there it is to sell Ian something that he doesn't want.
Come on in.
Cheers. Cheers.
Ah, lovely.
Any interesting books in here, is there? Hey, look at that. Didn't have them in Victorian times, did they?
Brings home the fact that anything that's modern has to be out of sight. The old dogs are a classic, aren't they?
They're a lovely thing to have and they are a must.
I have a pair myself as a nod to my granny. It was said that if Victorian women placed these ornaments in their window and the dogs were back to back, it meant her husband was at home. If the dogs were facing each other, if her lover was passing the house, he would know it's safe to visit.
I know there's a couple of wee cracks not there, but that's character.
There's a huge hairline crack in one of them, so I'll have to pass on these dogs, unfortunately.
These dogs don't quite cut the mustard. And even when Ian finds Irish country antiques he does want to buy, Martin's not too keen to part with them.
This house is full of authentic Irish items, but understandably, it's hard to get Marty to part with any of it. I'd buy this if you'd be interested.
It's not about the money end of it. The churn belongs here.
Deals have proven hard to come by so far. This might not be for sale, or...
If I could, I'd sell it, tell you. I would. But a wee friend of mine dropped that down to the house, so it just suits the house.
In trying to find something he can actually buy, Ian makes his way to the second floor.
The master bedroom.
I like this. I've always wanted to sleep like a king. Do you mind if I try it out?
Not a problem, not a problem. Go on ahead.
Oh, my God.
You take it easy there now, Butsy, all right? I'll try and strike some deals.
Yeah, 40 winks sounds good.
Some more dogs over here.
You have your own weakness for the dogs.
I do, yeah. And a lot of people do, you know, because of just that nostalgia factor, you know. I think I prefer these to the ones downstairs. Production of these Staffordshire dogs goes as far back as the 1720s. They were made in England's Staffordshire potteries, hence the name Staffordshire dogs. They're the real deal, the real McCoy. I mean, you can feel it in the weight of them. Look, they've got little knocks and scrapes, but you're going to find that with Staffordshire dogs of that age. Can we do a deal now?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I'd give you 70 for the pair, pounds.
Oh, that's
yeah,
on the,
does that sound, yeah?
That's brilliant, Ian.
That sound. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Good man, good man.
Thank you. I'll give them a good home.
A wee bit of tidying up and there'll be a lovely set.
There's 70. That's sound.
All right, Ian.
Thank you very much.
Good man, thank you.
I'm just delighted about those dogs. They sell really, really well, and we got them for a good price, so we'll at least double our money there, maybe even treble.
Martin's gaff was wonderful. It was like taking a step into the past. The best thing about it was definitely the toilet that I'm in. It was like fit for a king. Do you reckon you mind if I give it a test drive?
Come on, yeah, I don't want to see it anyway.
Anyone can use it. He certainly likes to do his business in style anyway,
He sure does, yeah. Do you want the paper, do you?
Yeah. You got a paper?
I'll drop it into you, all right?
Yeah.
I'll leave you to it, all right?
All right. Oi! Close the door.
With Butsy otherwise engaged, Ian is free to carry on searching for a hot deal or two.
You've got everything right down to a T in here. The hot water bottles I'm a big fan of.
They just finished the room off.
They do, they do. So the shape of these hot water bottles is actually quite clever. When you put them in under the sheet, they acted almost like a tent. The lid of the hot water bottle would act as the peak. So giving the hot water bottle that height to allow the hot air to circulate around the bed. I'd make you an offer for these. I mean, if you're interested, if I can make a few bob out of them, I'd...
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Would you do 30 for the pair?
I'll do them 35.
35, yeah, that sounds all right.
No, it doesn't. I don't want to sell you in the raw deal.
Okay, I was just about to shake your hand there.
Coming up, will Ian win the Battle of the Bottles?
Grania pretty much torpedoed that handshake and the whole deal.
And back in Dublin, Ali discovers more on the Harland Wolff time boards.
For such a simple piece of wood, it really just paints a real powerful picture.
At Martin Armour's replica 19th century thatched house in County Tyrone, dealer Ian Dowling is on the hunt for antiques from Irish country life. Wow. And he's keen to make a deal on this pair of stone hot water bottles.
Would you do 30 for the pair?
I'll do them 35.
35, yeah, that sounds all right.
No, it doesn't. I drove to Belfast and paid 50.
Okay, yeah, 50. Grania pretty much torpedoed that handshake and the whole deal, and so that kind of really thinned out the margin on them. I'll give you 50, like cost price for them. How does that sound?
That's fine. You done a bit of a torn in the other on the pair of dogs.
Thanks very much. Thank you. I have a buyer for those, so I'll just flip them quickly and I'll take the little margin that I've got out of it. Move on to the next one.
Making deals is thirsty work, but Martin has designed a room dedicated to solving that problem.
Oh, now we're talking. What country home would not be complete without a bar like this, eh? Are those taps working?
Everything in here works.
Is it time for a pint?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, definitely.
You can feel it on your throat now.
All right, Ian.
Here's himself. Unfortunately, you're driving this afternoon, Butsy. We can swap next time round, all right?
You pay me wages. There's nothing I can do about it, is there?
Super. This looks like it could be the best pint outside of Mulligan's.
They do look nice, yeah.
Beautiful.
There's always the next time.
Over a couple of drinks, Ian has an epiphany.
What's that picture over there on the wall, Marty? I spotted what looked to be a print of St. Patrick just down on the far wall. I thought, am I going too far here? This is their home and they've got stuff on the walls. I mean, is it too cheeky to ask, is it for sale? But I just thought, look, sure, I got to try. And if you don't try, you'll never know. Oh, nice one.
It is. It's a lovely picture, isn't it? A lot of people probably doesn't realise why St. Patrick's Day is the 17th, Ian? But it is the day that the man actually died.
It was a particularly interesting one as well because it had the date of when he died, which of course is St. Patrick's Day, 1910. It's printed and really nicely framed. Fantastic find. Would £80 tempt this away from you?
Would you do night day?
Yeah, I would. I like it, yeah.
Well, I'll do that picture for you.
Yeah, £90. All right, sound.
All right, good man.
Listen, thanks so much. I won't be selling that for any less than €200. So we'll double our money there, and it's one of those kind of items that I'll be happy to hold on to until we get what we need to for it.
Whatever you do, if you keep it or you sell it on, you can say to people that's come from Stewartstown.
Although Butsy can't have a pint today, he's happy to settle for a bar snack.
I'll have a pickled egg. Are they hard?
No, the pickle, the soft.
It's like a lucky dip. Take your pick.
It's like a pig's testicle or something like that.
The egg was only 7 months old, so I'm not sure what he was moaning about, to be honest.
Fair play, Dave.
I think I slightly bit off more than I could chew with that pickled egg. After a little while, I probably could have had another one.
Martin Armour's thatched house in County Tyrone is a proud reminder of times past.
I haven't come away with a huge haul today, but I've really enjoyed seeing the amazing job that Marty has done recreating a 19th century country home.
During his tour of Martin's home, Ian has picked up 3 items costing a total of £210. Upon his return to Dublin, he hopes to make a profit of around €330.
Take a new build and put these features to it, and a man to come in that's interested in period type stuff to pick up and say, that's right, that's right, that's right. It means so much.
Listen, thanks again, folks. It was an absolute pleasure today. This house is so unique, it was worth the trip alone. Cheers, folks.
When the lads return to Mulligan's the following day,
Hi guys!
Ali is waiting to get her hands on their haul from the north.
How'd you guys get on in Ulster?
Really good, yeah.
Oh,
We got some good stuff.
This isn't really my job, but I'll help you out.
Yeah, about time we did stuff.
Ali begins to dig deep into the Harland Wolff archive in search of more information about the Time Board tokens. Before long, she has news for Ian.
So these clock-in boards that you got from Harland and Wolff, these are brilliant. With these serial numbers, the first 2 numbers kind of dictates their department, but see the last 3, that would have been their like employer number.
Right.
But unfortunately, all records of this have all been lost. I haven't been able to find anything of like, you know, who these people are. But this is the map and this is all their departments. So this one I have here, you see, that's 46. So look down here. Here we have timber, Queens. So 46 was the sawmill. We could stick butts there in the mould loft and plumber's shop.
For such a simple little piece of wood, it really just paints a real powerful picture, doesn't it, now that we have this map? Because we can link every one of these now back to a department in Harland Wolff. There was some saying called no board, no pay. So if you lost your board, at the end of the day, you didn't get paid for your work. So people would have guarded these with their life during the working day. What you found out here really kind of personalises each of these, really. We've got a nice little frame and a little brass plate to say the department, and maybe even like sticking a copy of the map on the back of the frame.
I think that's a really lovely idea. I think that would look great framed.
Ali, could you look into that? Maybe you could talk to John Kelly, you know, the framer.
Of course. I do everything else in this company.
Yeah,
so
I know you do.
So
Yeah,
why
yeah,
not?
yeah.
Yeah, this is just one more thing to do. It's
Yeah,
no
I know.
problem.
Sorry, yeah. We might have to go up to Belfast and buy some more.
The truck carrying the prized historic turnstiles from Croke Park arrives.
Wow.
What do you think of that? The turnstiles.
Turnstiles?
Yeah,
From where?
from Croke Park.
Gary, what's the story? I want to show you something outside.
And Ian is eager to show pub manager Gary his star pick from the north.
So they were there the whole time, right up to the mid-90s, when Croker got refurbished.
A lot of people went through them gates.
Houses. It's great that everybody loves the turnstiles. It just goes to prove they were a fantastic pick. Woodsy, do you want to give it a go?
Sure, why not, yeah? Should be good. Hey, what's going
Another
on?
2 for you, pal. 4.
It's ridiculous.
It's great to have them back in the capital, right where they belong.
There's good news on Ian's maritime catch from the Mulligan Boat Company. The Harland Wolff Departures Board is already sold at €850, giving him a €700 profit on that one item alone. Ian's also looking to knock a big margin out of the Harland Wolff time boards as well, which have now been upcycled and properly mounted by local framer John Kelly.
Hey,
John, what's the story? How's things? How are you?
Got those samples for you.
Oh, brilliant.
That's sample 1
Cool.
and sample 2. I laid them out differently. You can see the numbers this way, and this way the numbers are down here.
Jeez, they're both nice jobs. I think I actually prefer this one though.
Me too. I prefer this.
Yeah.
I prefer the ribbed gold here with the red going through it. It's gold leaf. Brings out the wood more.
I prefer it without the glass, so you can actually touch it and not.
It's more raw. I leave them with you. If you want to show them other people, there's no problem. But I can go ahead then when you get to go ahead.
John has done an amazing job with the clock-in boards, and the gold frame looks absolutely amazing. I know these are going to sell really, really well.
After a busy few days, the gang head to the bar for a well-earned break.
Yeah, really good. Pretty tired.
There's your lager, Leonardo.
Oh, you seen that, did you?
Oh, yeah, I seen that one. Yeah, funny. Huh?
That was good fun. I enjoyed that, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't resist.
That's the story. All right. Story. Got these back. The Harland Wolff boards. What do you think?
Oh, I love the gold ones.
Yeah, it's deadly, yeah.
The gang absolutely love the gold frame. Definitely made the right decision there. These are going to fly out the door at £100 each. Ali, thanks a million for organising that. We got you a little gift.
Yeah.
What?
Here we go.
Oh my God, guys! Guys, thank you so much. Or, what's it say on the back? She was all right when she left here.
Cheers to the north.
Yeah.
Cheers, 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 cheers.